Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Perfology. In this video, we will see what is timer, types of timer, how to create a timer, and practical demonstration to understand different configuration settings of a timer. So let's get started. The different timers available in JMeter is displayed in this image. By default, JMeter sends the request without any delay between each request. If no wait time is used between the request, an uncontrolled amount of request without any wait time will hit the servers. And this is not how a real user in production does the application navigation. To make the test scripts more realistic, timers can be used in between the requests to add a think time. To know in detail about think time, you can click on the above card to go to that video. To create a timer, you can right click on test plan or thread group or controller or sampler as per your requirement. Hover the mouse pointer on add, then on timer, and select any of the timer as per your requirement to create a timer. Consider a business flow of fund transfer scenario. These are the different transactions of fund transfer scenario without any wait time. Using timers, a wait time is included between the requests, making the script much more realistic as per real user behavior in production. This was about timer in general. Now let us see the configuration settings of some frequently used timer. I have this thread group inside which there is one transaction controller, and inside transaction controller there are two requests, request 1 and request 2, and in between this request 1 and request 2 I have added three timers. So let us see each of these timers. So first one is constant timer. Basically has one parameter of thread delay. So if I have entered 5000 milliseconds over here, so it will basically add a delay of 5 seconds in between execution of request 1 and request 2. So let us execute this thread group and see if it is adding that delay or not. Request 1 got executed. It is waiting for 5 seconds and after that request 2 got executed. So this was the use of constant timer. It basically adds a delay between two requests. Similar to constant timer, there is Gaussian random timer. The actual value of this random timer, it will be basically calculated such that it will subtract 100 from 300 and it will add 100 from 300. So the value comes to 200 to 400, and the value of this random timer will be in between 200 to 400 milliseconds. So this is how the value of Gaussian random timer is calculated. Apart from Gaussian random timer, there is one synchronizing timer. In synchronizing timer, there are two parameters. First one is number of simulated users to group by, and second is timeout in milliseconds. So if in users to group by, if I add 10 users and if I put 0 in timeout in milliseconds, so it will basically wait for all the 10 users to get created and then execute the request. So let us see it's working. So I will add 10 users here, ramp up of 10 seconds, and let us execute this. So you can see after 10 seconds, basically it will pump all the users. So as soon as 10 seconds was completed, it executed all those 10 users. And if I have mentioned a timeout of 5 seconds, then it will basically wait for 5 seconds and after that it will execute all the remaining users. It will not wait beyond this 5 seconds. So let us see this also. So after 5 seconds it executed. Basically it didn't wait until the creation of all the 10 users, as we have specified the timeout of 5 seconds over here. So as soon as the 5 seconds were completed, it basically executed all the remaining users. So this was the difference in putting a value 0 or specifying a particular value in timeout in milliseconds. So if I specify 0 over here, it will basically wait for all the 10 users, and if I specify a particular value over here, it will wait for that much amount of value, and after that it will basically execute all the remaining users. So this was about timer. For more videos on JMeter, do like, share and subscribe our channel Popology. Happy learning.